Hey there. Before this video starts, I would like to ask, do you got the time to hear and learn about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Then please, join the Gethsemane Baptist Temple, where the shout has not died out. May God bless you and have a good day. Enjoy the video.
Welcome back. I knew you'd return eventually. Please look down on your feet. This number you see represents the number of power stars you need to access another world. Whether you succeed or fail, just attempt the challenge will show something about your character. Of all the things in this game, this is probably my biggest criticism about it. Looking back now. Why lock these in post-game when after getting the 104 stars, you could just get these? I usually do my intro, but it's just... why? Why do this when have the secret ending and last few chapters unlocked? That's what I don't get. So, hey everybody, Games0153 here, and welcome back to the bonus episode of Super Mario Galaxy. The previous episode was the finale. We really kicked Bowser's tail, is the best way I can put it. In this episode, the Purple Comet has finally been unlocked. This episode, we're focusing on that and finishing up Rosalina's story, and so you guys can see the secret 120 star ending, which in turn unlocks one special ending and feature. The Purple Comet. What? Oh no. Is the nunchuck seriously gonna get this problem again? So the Purple Comet. Do you remember in the gateway? It's a purple coin marathon. Some of these you get in a straight way. Others you have to get in a time limit. First off is Good Egg. Is this gonna tell us how it works? Collect 100 purple coins to make something me happen. I just had to validate if it only works for the flying star, the red star. So it's starting off chill on Good Egg Galaxy, but as it goes on, it'll get harder and harder. I'm still collecting star bits for the sake of it. harder from there. Hold on a moment. Weird. Honeyhive usually has a purple. Yeah, there's multiple. This one I hate. Let's head to the one in Space Junk, because that I believe that's a time limit one. I'll meet you there. Space Junk, here we come. This one, Purple Comet Spacewalk. Yeah, I think this one's a time limit. And we get to hear this bop. 2 minutes. Nope. Some of them are fake outs, but whoa. Straight down. Now that's just evil. Give me that and get me out of here. That did not need to be that hard. In other words, that shouldn't give me that much trouble to begin with. Now, Honeyhive. Don't know why, but they're just getting me out of order for some reason. And they're going to put that in your face every time you go into a Purple Comet. The Honeyhive's purple coins. This one should be a much, much more chill one. Oh, jeez. took longer than I thought. Yeah, this is one of those levels where I might have to fast forward because of how long it takes. But there's our third one. This one. Purple coins on the Battlerock. It's a complete straightway with a certain amount of purple coins to collect. Straightforward. Just collect every star bit you can. Purple coin mission, but this one, just wait. You've seen nothing yet. Purple coins in the bone head. This one's timed, by the way, but look at how it's made up. And they expect you to collect all 100 coins in 1 minute. There's a renewable one up here, so they did know that it was going to be a very difficult one. Mission in the game because of that. At least they give you a renewable one-up each time. Come on, grab it! No! You see how hard this is? I usually don't get out this upset, but this is stupid. Just the fact they expect you to do this in 1 minute's disgusting. And they don't give you enough time to get the star, and I'm not even gonna get it. No, I don't think I'm gonna make it. No! Why can't this timer stop when you get the star? Be a more cheerful one instead of being 1 minute to grab 100 with bouncy meatballs or whichever. Purple coins on. Oh no, is this another timed one? Oh no. At least this one's more generous, at least. Leave me alone. This negative, but this is just that one purple coin mission is the worst. By the fountain. This one. Beachcombing for purple coins. This one's another open world one, I think. This one will have to be another one that I'm gonna have to skip through. Because it's gonna be one that takes a while. He like knew that it was gonna pop up. Oh gosh. Okay, that got a good chuckle out of me. Okay, freeze flame galaxy. Purple coins on the summit. We need to make it all the way up there with all those coins. got cold! So tired. We're at the start, okay. That works for me. Just like I predicted. Dusty Dude, next. Purple coins in the desert. Oh no, I think this one's timed. I think. I don't know. Yes. Okay, never mind, it's not. I just thought it was timed because I must be thinking the Mario! Use the tornadoes to reach the purple coins way up high! Summon the tornado and shake the remote! Yeah, despite their creepy looks with the skeletons, they're not really that creepy. Unless you spin too much. I don't know. I never bothered to check. No! Come on! How did I slip off that? Wow! Luigi's Purple Coins. There's 110 of them, so you only get them all. Just get as many as you believe is necessary. And then we just have to get back all the way over there. There you go. See? What the heck were you guys talking about? This level ain't that hard. Get good. Or, how is it? Get good? With a U? I shouldn't be boasting, actually. I'm pretty sure I might have had some hard time with this, but I just don't remember actually having any trouble. Hold leaf. There's another open world level. And then this one's gonna be another open world too. So far, with the exception of one level, they're not that bad. It's just, I just feel like that Ghostly Galaxy one is the worst. Purple coins in the woods. Just the 1 minute time limit and the fact that it expects perfection out of you like that is just, no. Oh, it's time limit. Whenever this music plays, it means it's a time limit. You got 20 coins up to this point? Yes, thank you. Plunder the Purple Coins. And this one I think takes place in the ghost ship. Yes. This one's probably gonna be the shortest of the open world ones. And don't worry, there's no boss to worry about. Wow! What's a ghost ship doing here? Scared? Don't worry, I'll protect you. If any ghosts come out, I'll set them right scared. Too bad I don't see any ghosts. No one's here, too bad you don't get to see me in action. Ah, ghost! Wait, what? Did that ghost run away? Oh, wait. Oh no, I think it's his headline that got him. That's awesome. Of the ship? What do you say? Is that what you call it? The hull of the ship? I don't know. Ready to go. Purple Coins by the Seaside. Yeah, this whole place is infested with them. If you need help collecting all those purple coins, I got the tow brigade and several ships into position. I just awful like that. Thank you. Are you kidding me? I have to go all the way over there? That's dumb. Good gravy, that one took a while. Alright. Alright, done. This one is like the Battlerock one, just amplified by 9. Battlestation's purple coins. Now, if we aren't able to get all of them, remember, they steal a life from us. You're not dying, but it's a auto-scroller. Another one of those guys that murders you. One more to go. This one's another easier one, since it takes place on the very beginning planet of the bit of this galaxy. You'll see what I mean. Red hot purple coins. Final mission and then story time. Pretty straightforward. star's been taken. That certain project is open for us. But before we check it out, we have one last thing to check. We have enough star power to go to another world. But before that, we must help your special one. Are you prepared to travel to the center of the universe? Not yet. Please speak to me again when you are ready. One last thing to do.
Ooh. Let us begin.
Chapter 8. The Wish. Though usually quiet cheerfully, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama, because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love star bits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, unable to stop her tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea. I'll transform into a comet. A soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky and just as quickly started to plummet back down. The ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet trail. Then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things, said a red Luma, who had suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets. We can become all these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie for a comet, didn't he? All the Lumas together said, No more crying, Mama. Thank you, said the girl in a whisper, and she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, star bits no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter. Family. With its many lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered enough in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual. Alright everyone, let's make a cake. A cake sprinkled with star bits. Then it'll be a star cake. The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, this is my family now, and I'll stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile. Because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continues its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow that can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years, its proud white tail glittering in the sky.
That's all.
That's all. My story is finished. I love that shot of Rosalina being surrounded by the Lumas there. It is so wholesome. There is... Oh, what? What's this about? Princess Peach. Wait, what? Another 5-up? I thought I took one at the beginning. What? Okay. Well, I guess let's head back to the final level again and get this over with. The level's gonna play out the same way no matter what, but it won't hurt to showcase this level again. So, you know, by the time I'm making get this video uploaded, Nintendo announced that they'll make a physical cop version of that storybook. And I'm gonna say up front that I'm probably gonna really be wanting to have that book. Although I'm not gonna go geeking over it like a certain parody of a tyrant I like from Resident Evil 2 going crazy because somebody doesn't return the books in time to the library. Oh shit, I'm gonna try. Yeah, it's kind of dangerous to get these one-ups, so... Oh gosh, that storybook's just... I don't know why it makes me emotional so much. I don't know, it's just such a wholesome story. I mean, that storybook alone is what made Rosalina my favorite character in this series. There's no difference in the dialogue no matter what either. I just find this is one of the main reasons why I consider the Purple Comet being redundant to unlock as post-game content. No, let me rephrase what I'm saying. This is why I consider the Purple Comet being considered post-game content as redundant and just unnecessary. Missions are alright, but it's just, why the heck do you want them to be unlocked as post-game content? Like, what the heck? It hardly does anything for the final showdown. And the ending still plays out as normal. I mean, to be perfectly honest, now that I think about it, could you imagine a secret variation of this final showdown? Where Bowser just goes all out instead of just doing the whole same shtick at the final phase. But it's just... And imagine the final boss theme for that version of the fight having, like, a complete heroic variation of the... Bowser's like, how the heck did you go down so fast? Like, a secret variation of the final Bowser fight, where the final phase isn't, like, the same planet where you played the same over and over again in the last two fights. But rather, Bowser goes completely giant like he did in Galaxy 2, except... he's somewhat stronger and is not that big of a pushover. Can I get him? No, not there. Like, with a similar battle? No. Could you imagine, as the Lumas are giving up their lives to save us, Bowser takes one last effort to take Mario out, inside of the black hole, in a similar sense to how Galaxy 2's finale went. Ow. Didn't even notice that. Because I was too big. Because I was more focused on what I was talking about. And, I mean, whoa! The fight will still play as normal. Fight will... Story and gameplay will play out as normal. It's just... the bomb phase like that would be amazing to experience. first game just with more content. Especially considering that the second game was originally supposed to be DLC. Was originally supposed to be DLC for the first game. Although, to be perfectly honest, how are you supposed to make DLC for a Wii game? Does such thing even exist? I mean, for Wii U, yeah, but Wii? What? Plus, I don't think it helps that I don't think it helps that, now that I look back, I think it's better off that both games are separate. Because now, both games are $40 on for the Switch soon, and as individual titles. Oh gosh, what? And both games are gonna be $70. And the fact that both games on the Wii U were $20 each, I'd say that's kind of scummy to think about. And I don't think, and trust me, as much as I like the new upcoming Amiibo, I still think $40 for pieces of plastic is just egregious. Yes, you need money to keep your company running and to pay the bills. But seriously, $40 for a figure? That's like Trap Team and Imagineers levels of green right there. I mean, say what you will about Skylanders. I really like those. It's one of my favorite video games of all time. But even I'll admit, how do you say it? What was it? What am I trying to think? Inflation. Yes, inflation. That's what I was trying to think of. The inflation does not help with the pricing, especially as Skylanders are considered very good. But my big issue with inflation is that people are willing to pay $600 for just one character that hardly has that many figures to collect, like Robo and Zombie Mage, for example. But I still think that's way too much for a piece of plastic. That's coming up, and that's a lot coming from me, who's someone who literally has like a collection of maybe 100 plus Skylanders. But it's just comparing how they were when they started versus how they are now, it's just dumb. In general, I'm just not a fan of how they're dealing with the prices nowadays. But as you're seeing, endings go on the same way as usual. So, not many differences, since I'm not really going to talk about reading the dialogue, since I've already read it before in the previous episode. I'm just speaking random nonsense just while the cutscenes are playing, since they're all the same. Plus, I'm really just not a fan of how the whole... Yeah, like I said before, Black Hole, and considering that the final fight that I mentioned would take place while this whole Black Hole sequence is going on, with Bowser just going on an all-out rampage. This would be honestly a very intense showdown, to be honest, now that I think about it. But it's instead same for a final boss that wasn't all that memorable in Galaxy 2, which ends in 20 seconds before the music even got going. Now the ending would still play after the fight like this. And Bowser would just still be as confused during the credits. Like, just as the ending plays on. Keep in mind though, all of this is on a Wii. And people expect to see this type of visuals from the PS5 or the PC. And yet they somehow managed to do that. Do all this in a game like this. Just holy cow. Just the amount of detail in this game is amazing. And keep in mind, I'm not speaking with any scripts by my hand. I'm literally just speaking what comes to my mind. And to be honest, with how Rosalina is built up, with how her backstory is presented, it just screams fantasy at its peak. Or sci-fi, however. It just works. There's something about how everything just comes together. Like, how do you manage to... This is Nintendo, by the way. And Nintendo usually don't want stories in Mario, unless it's the RPGs. Which I think is just criminal. I mean, I played Bowser's Inside Story, and I played, as of now, a little bit of Dream Team, and I plan to get myself a copy of Brothership sometime. If I find a discounted one, because I'd rather pay $30 instead of $60. Plus the reason why I'm talking as much as I did, let me give it. There you go. That should work until the end of the credits. I was adjusting the brightness because last time I noticed it was very glaring on the camera last episode, and I didn't notice. It's the same credit sequence, just with different freeze frames. That one's deep dark. And to be honest, when I first heard about this game, it was through that 25th anniversary CD disc. And listening to this theme was amazing. Just to think that this comes from Mario was something that just blows my mind. You know, speaking of everything, I've already said this like multiple times, everything about this game just blows me away by Mario standards. Like, you probably expect this type of detail in Legend of Zelda or Metroid or Star Fox or Hollow Knight Silk Song, but, well, that's not 3D, but you get my point. This type of detail is something you expect from something that's big budgeted for like one of these huge consoles nowadays. But man, quite amazing for 2007 or yeah, I think it's 2007 this game came out. And then Galaxy 2 came out 2010, I think. I mean, this game, trust me, I'm sure there's other games that I think are close to, if not better than this game, like Nine Souls, Okami, currently both Hollow Knight games in terms of gameplay and such. As a Silk Song, I just entered, I think I've done like the first 2 hours of Act 2. It's alright so far. Everything, and I said before, oh yeah, there's Luigi. You can play as him in this game after you finish the game 100% the first time. Which is a big, but to be honest, it's a big, excuse me, burp, big letdown that Luigi doesn't become playable after getting all of his stars. Because it would be nice to play as him. Or maybe unlock a co-op mode where one player plays as Mario and the other plays Luigi, but we instead get the co-op star mode, which I hardly even use at all. Yeah, there's only, like, the minor criticism I have are just personal nitpicks and all. But they're not enough to ruin an already fantastic game that's already stood the test of time as of now. Also, seeing that picture makes me feel like they missed like a spin attack clash for this fight. That would have been awesome. Sort of like how in Nine Souls with the parry, or in both Hollow Knights, parrying will cancel the attack and such. So, I guess now, that is all for now. That's the end of our playthrough of Super Mario Galaxy, the real finale. So, until next time, and this is genuine the last time for this series, GameSlayer153, signing out.
Thank you so much for playing my game.
Thank you.